Hello, Antietam and people of the internet. My name is Trevor Spollen, and I am the host of a game show called Generation Gap that premiered for several months on the Antietam High School morning announcements. However, with the unfortunate COVID-19 pandemic that has prevented us from returning to school, no new episodes can be created at this time. If you're as fortunate as me, you've still had the chance to go out and hang out with friends or possibly significant others over this quarantine. If you live in a more strict household, however, you've probably spent most of your days lounging around your house and binge-watching TV shows, trying to do anything to cure your boredom. If that's the case, look no further than this video. In an attempt to finish off the second season and to provide entertainment for those quarantined, I put together this video of all 19 Generation Gap episodes. If you've seen these before, or you only want to watch certain topics, the time codes are down in the description. Stick around to the end to see the final results of Season 2. Now, without further ado, let's start the show. Hello there, and welcome to the first ever ATV Generation Gap contest. Today's edition is candy. For those of you who've never seen something like this before, here's how this is going to work. We're going to ask a teacher, a middle schooler, and a high schooler to name as many different types of candy as they can in 30 seconds. They will not know the question ahead of time, so that way they cannot premeditate. The person who can name the most types of candy in 30 seconds will be declared the winner. Before we begin, we'd like to give you all a chance to decide who will win. Will it be A, a teacher, B, a middle schooler, or C, a high schooler? Stay tuned to find out. Now, let's make our way over to our first competitor with Ryan.
Hello Antietam, I'm Ryan Stout. We're here with Fraua. Fraua, we're going to play a game. Are you ready?
So ready, let's go.
Alright, we're going to ask you to name as many candy bars as you can in 30 seconds. Are you ready?
Can they be German?
Yes.
Alright.
Alright, ready?
Set.
Go.
Kit Kat, Milky Way, Mars bars, Reese's Pieces, Critter Sport, Milka, Kinder, that counts. Oh my god, Heath, Butterfingers, Snickerdoodles, Snickers. Oh no.
Okay. She did pretty well. So we'll see how the two students do, and we'll get you the results.
I'm Trevor Spollen, reporting here for the morning announcements. I am here with
Dominic Renzi,
Hi, Dominic. What grade are you in?
8th grade.
All right, you are going to be representing the middle schoolers today, all right? All right, so we're going to play a little game here. All right? So we want you to name as many different types of candy as you can in 30 seconds. All right? All right. Ready, set, go.
Hershey, Kit Kat, Skittles, Mr. Good, Tic Tacs, lollipops, I guess gum, Tootsie Rolls, and Fun Dip. And that's it, really.
All right, thank you, Dominic. We will get back with the results. Now to the high schooler.
Hello ATV, I'm Lucius Drake, and here we have
Jermaine Andrade.
Alright, and what grade are you in?
I'm in 9th.
Alright, today we're going to play a little game. You're going to list how many candies as you can in 30 seconds. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, time starts now.
Hershey, Twix, Tootsie Rolls, Lollipops, Reese's, M&M's, I am not clueless.
You still have 10 seconds.
Yeah, I don't know for these 10 seconds.
That is time. Well, there you have it, ATV. And in Tandem, here's a manual.
With all three players finished, it's time to announce the final scores if you haven't already been keeping track yourself. In third place, we have Jermaine representing the high schoolers with a total of 6 points. In second place, we have Dominic representing the middle schoolers with a total of 9 points. which means the winner of our contest here today is Frau L. Frau L is representing the teachers and earned a total of 10 points. Well, we hope you enjoyed this new segment of the morning announcements. If you would like to participate in the next version of this, please talk to Mrs. Gavin, myself, or another ATV representative. Thanks for watching. Now, back to the show. Hello, and welcome to the Upside Down, or as I call it, the second episode of Generation Gap. In today's episode, we'll be asking a teacher, a middle schooler, and a high schooler to name as many different horror movies as they can in 30 seconds. If the contestant names more than one film from the same franchise, those films together will be counted only as 1 point. The winner of the contest will have a candy of their choice delivered to them after this airs. We encourage all of you to root for your designated teams and follow us along on our dark and dangerous ride through the second episode of Generation Gap. Hello, I'm Trevor Spollen here for ATV. I'm here with
Mrs. Smith.
All right, and Mrs. Smith is representing the teachers today. All right, Mrs. Smith, we're going to ask you a question here, and you're going to have 30 seconds to answer as many different types of answers as you can. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. We want you to name as many different types of horror movies as you can in 30 seconds. If you name more than one horror movie from the same franchise, it will not count.
Got it.
You win.
Okay.
Set, go.
Halloween, Friday the 13th, Saw, Hocus Pocus, Charlie Brown Halloween, other scary movies that I don't watch because I don't like them. Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
All right. That is time. Thank you, Mrs. Smith. All right. We'll get back to you with the results. Now we're going to go to the middle schooler.
I am Cheyenne Soudan. I'm here with a person for our contest, and I'm going to find out who this person is.
Hi,
Who are you?
I'm Gabriel Winkleman. I'm in 7th grade.
Would you like? We picked you especially for our game. Our game is we're gonna ask you to name as many horror movies as you can in 30 seconds. Ready, set, go.
The Shining, It. Oh, God. Not much for movies. I prefer games. Poltergeist.
Time's up. Now to the high schooler.
Hey, hello, Antietam. I'm Ryan Stout. We're here with...
Daniel Woodford,
All right, Daniel, and what grade are you in?
10th.
All right, we're going to play a little game. Are you ready? All right, so we're going to ask you to name as many Halloween movies as you can in 30 seconds. You think you can do it?
I think I can, yeah.
All right, ready?
Okay.
On your mark, get set, go.
Child's Play, Friday the 13th, Scream, Halloween, Pet Cemetery, It, crap.
15 seconds.
Oh, Annabelle, and The Nun. Yeah, that's it.
All right, and that is time. Okay, we will get the final results to you when we come back.
Jesus don't fear the reaper, nor do the wind, the sun, or the rain.
What?
Come on, baby, don't feel the reaper. Baby, take my hand, don't feel the reaper. We'll be able to fly, don't feel the reaper. Baby, I'm your man.
Hello, I'm Trevor Spollen, reporting here for ATV. Today we're going to be playing the third episode of Generation Gap. In this episode, I'm going to be asking these contestants here some true or false questions, and then we're going to have them hold up a T if they think it's true, and an F if they think it's false. All right, first we have...
Hi, I'm Olivia.
And what grade are you in?
10th.
All right, Olivia is representing the high schoolers. And then we have...
Hi, I'm Mr. Heck.
And you are a what teacher?
I'm a social studies teacher.
Okay, he is representing the teachers. And then we have...
Shay.
All right, and Shay is representing?
7th grade.
Good. All right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Okay. The New Englanders referred to Halloween as the Pumpkin Night. True or false? In Hong Kong, their Halloween celebration entitled Lu Yan means the Festival of the Hungry Wolf. The original John Carpenter Halloween movie was shot in just 20 days on a budget of $300,000. Japan celebrates the Halloween festival known as Tenchi. Halloween originated in Ireland. And lastly, Samhainophobia is the fear of Halloween. Very good. All right, we'll get back to you with the results.
Romeo and Juliet are together in eternity. Romeo and 40,000 men and women every day. 40,000 men and women every day. Another 40,000 coming every day. Come on, baby. Don't feel the reaper.
Welcome to this week's episode of Generation Gap. I am Hades, god of the underworld, here to introduce you to this week's segment. This week, we will be covering Greek mythology Jeopardy. We encourage you all to root for your designated teams, or else you will be stuck in the underworld with me for eternity.
Hello, Antietam. I'm Ryan Stout here for ATV. Today we are going to be playing the fourth episode of Generation Gap, Greek Mythology Jeopardy. With me, we have...
Gabriella.
Okay, and what grade are you in?
8th.
All right, and Gabriella will be representing the middle schoolers. Then we have...
Jack Chamberlain.
All right, Jack, and what grade are you in?
9th.
All right, and Jack will be representing the high schoolers. And then finally we have...
Mr. Esterly.
And Mr. Esterly will be representing the teachers. Okay. So for today, I'm going to say a series of answers to questions, and you have to give me the correct question, Jeopardy style. So if you know the answer, you're going to buzz in using your name. For example, if I knew the answer to the question, I would say Ryan and then state my answer. If you answer the statement but it's not in question form, it will not count, and someone else will have the chance to steal. You may only guess once per question. Are you ready? Okay, let's play Jeopardy. So the first question. The god known for being the god of the sun and archery, and the twin brother of Artemis. All right, the correct answer to that question was, who is Apollo? Okay, the second question. Home of the gods. All right, the answer to that was, what is Olympus? Okay, the third question. This is the weapon of Poseidon.
What is a trident?
That is correct. Okay. Question 4. The demigod who had to fulfill 12 labors in order to sit with his father Zeus in Olympus. One of these tasks was to slay the Nemean lion.
What is Hercules?
That is correct. Who is Hercules? The 5th question. The Titan father of Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades. Okay, the correct answer to that one was who is Kronos? The sixth and final question is the home of Hades.
What is hell?
That is incorrect. Gabby?
What is the underworld?
That is correct. So, all right, that is all the questions we have. Thank you to our 3 contestants. Now let's go to the final results.
Hello, I am Bastet, Queen of Egypt and Goddess of Cats. I am here to introduce you to episode 5 of Generation Gap, Egyptian Mythology. On today's episode, our contestants will compete in a series of true or false Egyptian trivia questions. We encourage you to all root for your designated teams. And now, by the power of Ra, I command to be summoned into my true form.
Hello, ATV. I am Trevor Spollen. I am here with
Zane.
What grade are you in? Good job.
10th grade.
And
Cheyenne from 7th grade.
very good. And
Mr. Ahern representing the teachers.
all right. So today we're going to be playing episode 5 of Generation Gap, Egyptian Mythology. So here I have a set of multiple choice questions. So I'm going to read the question and then all the answers. And then if you know the answer, why are you laughing? And then if you know the answer, just shout out your name, and then I'll bring the mic to you, and you can tell me the answer. All right. Are you ready?
Multiple choice, is it?
Yes. All right. 3, 2, 1. Number 1. Egyptian gods usually took the form of A, humans, B, plants, C, animals, or D, pyramids.
C, animals.
That is correct. Number 2. Goddess of the moon and cats. Is it A, Ra, B, Bastet, C, Anubis, or D, Jeb?
Ra.
That is false.
B, Bassett.
Very good. That is correct. All right, number 3. God of the sun and king of Egypt. Is it A, Anubis, B, Thoth, C, Jeb, or D, Ra?
D. Ra.
That is correct. These were made by Egyptians to honor the gods. Is it A, pyramids, B, castles, C, lakes, or D, pencils?
Pyramids.
Very good. And the last question. The writing of Egyptians. Is it A, calligraphy, B, hieroglyphs, C, hieroglyphics?
Oh, she Cheyenne did get it.
C, hieroglyphics.
Good for you, Cheyenne.
Okay, let's get back to the final results. Hello, Antietam, and welcome to episode 6 of Generation Gap. Today's episode is Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? You're a fifth grader, right, Trevor?
I'm 10 years old and I'm 80 pounds and I'm 5.2 inches.
Very good. So, how many questions do you think you can get right, as opposed to our contestants?
As much as a butterfly can fly.
How do you think it's going to go, fifth grade Danielle?
This is not gonna be good.
Very good. Well, let's move on to the contest.
Let's do this.
Hello, Antietam, and welcome to episode 6 of Generation Gap. Are you smarter than a fifth grader edition? Since I'm not John Cena, the host of the actual show, and you can see me, you can see that I am in fact Ryan Stout. With me, we have
Christopher Parchment for 8th grade.
All right.
Middle schooler.
All right. And then we have
Ava Corbett, 9th grade.
Okay, and then
Mrs. Moyer, English teacher.
Okay. So for today's episode, I have 5 questions on an assortment of different topics that were pulled from real 5th grade standardized tests. I will read off each question, and for the 2 multiple choice ones, I will read off the possible answers as well. So if you think you can solve one of the questions, use your name as a buzzer, and if you get it wrong, someone else will have the chance to steal. Are you ready? Okay. So our first question, which organ removes cell waste from the blood? Is it A, the large intestine, B, the small intestine, C, the kidney, or D, the heart?
Kidney?
That is correct. C, kidney. Okay. Our second question. Spell charisma.
Where?
CHARISMA.
That is correct. Okay, our third question. What is 11 times 11?
Chris. 11 times 11 equals 121.
That is correct. All right, our fourth question. In what state did the gold rush of 1849 take place? A, San Francisco, B, North Dakota, C, South Dakota, or D, California?
Christopher.
D, California.
That is correct. Okay, and our final question. What 2 planets is Jupiter in between?
Mars and Saturn.
That is correct. All right, great job to all, and thank you to our competitors. Now let's go to the final results.
Welcome, brethren, to episode 7 of Generation Gap. Today's episode is Thanksgiving Trivia. On today's episode, our contestants will be competing about trivia from all things Thanksgiving. We encourage you all to root for designated teams. And now, we shall begin! Good morning, Antietam. I am Trevor Spollen. I am here for ATV, and I am here with
Mrs. Peck.
Kendall Ramsey.
Chris Grillo.
Very good. All right, so today we're going to be playing Thanksgiving assorted true or false trivia. So the way this is going to work, I have 5 true or false questions here, and I'm going to read them off, and if you think it's true, hold up the T, and if you think it's false, hold up the F. Any questions? No? All right, let's get started then. Number 1. The ship the Pilgrims came to America in was called the Tayflower. Number 2. The original Thanksgiving took place in 1623. Number 3. Abraham Lincoln was the president that made Thanksgiving an annual holiday. Number 4. The original Thanksgiving lasted 3 days. Number 5. Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade started in 1922. Okay. All right, that's all. We'll get back to you with your final results. Hello, Antietam, and welcome to episode 8 of Generation Gap, Finish the Holiday Jingle. On today's episode, Ryan will be giving our contestants the first verse in a very popular holiday song, then we'll have to try and say the next verse or name the song. We encourage you all to root for your designated teams. You know, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire, it's so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Let's move on to the contest.
Hello, Antietam. I'm Ryan Stout here for ATV. With me, we have...
Nicholas Gajewski of 10th grade.
Okay. And then we have...
Cody Clevenger of 7th grade.
Okay. And then finally...
Miss Bernstein, math teacher.
Okay. So today we're going to be playing the 8th episode of Generation Gap, Finish the Holiday Jingle. So I have some verses from popular holiday songs, and I'm going to say the verse, and then you must tell me the next few lines. You can sing them if you wish, but it's not required. You can also gain an extra point by naming the song as well. So if you know the answer, you're going to use your name to buzz in. Are you ready? Okay, so for the first jingle, hark how the bells, sweet silver bells, all seem to say, throw cares away.
That is Carol of the Bells.
Okay, and what are the next few verses? The next few lines?
One seems to hear words of good cheer from everywhere filling the air.
That is incorrect. Does anybody else know the next few lines? Okay, so for our second song, when we finally kiss goodnight, how I'll hate going out in the storm, but if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I'll hate going out in the storm, but if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm.
Is it Silent Night?
That is incorrect. Okay. Frosty the Snowman was a jolly happy soul with a corncob pipe and a button nose and 2 eyes made out of coal.
That is Frosty the Snowman.
Okay, and the next few lines of the song?
I don't know.
Okay. The final one, Happy Holiday, Happy Holiday.
I'm going to take a guess. That's Happy Holidays.
Okay, and the next few lines?
Happy Holiday, Happy Holiday, Happy Holiday.
That is incorrect. Okay, so that is all the songs. Thank you to our contestants. Now to the final results.
It's the holiday season, and Santa Claus is coming round. The Christmas snow is white on the ground. When old Santa gets into town, he'll be coming down the chimney down. He'll be coming down the chimney down. It's the holiday season. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells swing and jingle bells.
Hello, Antietam. Welcome to episode 9 of Generation Gap. I'm Trevor Spollen here for ATV. With me, we have
Mr. Wagner.
And Mr. Wagner is representing the teachers today. All right, so for today's episode, I'm going to ask you to name all of Santa's reindeer as fast as you can. You'll be competing with a middle schooler and a high schooler to see who can name them all the fastest. Let's get started.
Dasher and Dancer, Comet and Cupid, Donner, Blitzen, Honor and Stupid? I think I got them all. Is that it?
You're definitely missing one keyword.
Okay. Dasher and Dancer and Comet and Cupid, Donner and Blitzen and Comet and Cupid again. Oh my gosh, this is harder than I thought it would be. And Rudolph? I'm missing someone else.
Yeah, you're missing
two. Okay. After Dasher and Dancer, Prancer and Vixen.
That's it. All right. Thank you. And now we will move on to the middle schooler and the high schooler.
I'm Ryan Stout, and I'm here with
Ava Almedo.
Okay, and what grade are you in?
10th.
All right. So today we are going to be playing How Fast Can You Name Santa's Reindeer? So you'll be playing against a middle schooler and a teacher. Okay? So we're going to see how fast you can name all Santa's reindeer. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. On your mark, get set, go.
Rudolph. I don't know any of these. Yeah, that's all I know.
Okay. All right.
Hello, Antietam. I'm Trevor Spollen. I am here with
Nate Keller from 8th grade.
All right, and Nate is representing the middle schoolers today. All right, Nate. So today we're going to ask you to name all of Santa's reindeer as fast as possible. All right, 3, 2, 1.
Rudolph, Donner, Dasher, Prancer, Blitzen, Vixen, Cupid, Comet, are there any more? Prancer?
Yeah, all right, I'm pretty sure you have them all. All right, thank you very much. Now we will move on to the final results. Hello, Antietam. Welcome to the season finale of Generation Gap. Today we'll be playing episode 10, which is fun facts and history trivia of Antietam. We encourage you all to root for your designated teams one last time. Over the past 9 episodes, each generation has accumulated a certain number of points based on the amount of answers they got correct. Here are the standings as they currently are. The high schoolers have 27 points, the middle schoolers have 28 points, and the teachers have a grand total of 33 points. Today could truly be anyone's game. Now, let's move on to the contest to see who the best generation truly is. Hello, Antietam. I'm Trevor Spollen, and with me we have
Christopher Parchment from middle school.
Justin Morales from high school.
Mr. Esterly for the teachers.
All right, so today we're going to be playing the season finale of Generation Gap, which is everything Antietam. The results of today's episode will determine the best generation to play the game. With that said, we have made it so that each question has a different point value attached to it. If you get it right, your generation gets the predetermined amount of points. Use your name as a buzzer if you know the answer. Are you ready? All right, let's get started then. Question 1. For 10 points, what was the original name of the Antietam School District back in the 1880s?
Mount Penn?
That is false. Anybody else?
Stony Creek.
No, that is also false.
Mount Penn, Stony Creek?
No, it is the Wenzel School. All right, question 2. This one is for 15 points. I'm going to go around to each of you, and I want you to each give me an estimate as to what you think the answer is. Whoever is closest gets the points. The question is, how much was the A field originally purchased for back in 1939? So we'll start with you. Just give me your best estimate.
Is it 1,500?
Okay.
10,000.
$25,000.
Okay, Justin is the closest, so he gets the points for that. It was $11,000. Question number 3. For 5 points, who was the first teacher to play Generation Gap?
First teacher?
Yeah.
Mr. Ahern.
That is false.
Mr. Esterly?
No. The correct answer is Frau L. Question 4. For 10 points, what is the name of the library teacher in the elementary center?
Christopher. Miss. Oh no. Miss. I know who it is. It's just that there's 2 different pronunciations.
Miss Wesley.
That is correct. All right, question number 5. For 7 points, what did this building used to be back in the 80s before it was a high school?
Library?
No.
Elementary school?
Close, no. Okay, it was a middle school. All right, this is question 6, the final question. For 20 points, I want you to each give me an estimate as to the year in which the school board was created. Closest answer wins the points. We'll start with you.
The range?
The year.
1980s?
1987.
1976.
Okay, Mr. Esterly is the closest. It was 1903. All right, now let's get back to the final results. With the contest finally over, here are your final results. In third place, we have the middle schoolers, who are in 0 points today and 28 points overall. In second place, we have the high schoolers, who are in 25 points today and 52 points overall. Finally, in first place, your grand champions and the best generation as a result, the teachers. The teachers earned 20 points today and a grand total of 53 points overall. Well, we'd like to thank you all for the positive feedback over these last 10 episodes. After break, we will start the second season of Generation Gap, hopefully switching it up a bit and trying some new stuff. If you have any suggestions, please talk to myself or another ATV representative. With that said, I'm Trevor Spollen, wishing you a great day, a great break, and a happy new year. Hello Antietam, I'm Trevor Spollen here for ATV, and starting off this new season, a new decade with me, we have
Mr. Bergen.
Mr. Bergen is representing the teachers, then we have
Stephen Bonilla.
and then Steven is representing the middle schoolers, and then we have
Abigail Rockland.
and Abby is representing the high schoolers. All right, so today we are going to be playing Season 2, Episode 1 of Generation Gap, which is New Year's Assorted Trivia. I have a series of multiple choice questions here about New Year's around the world. I'm going to read each question and the possible answers, and once I finish, if you know the answer, use your name as a buzzer. If you get the answer wrong, someone else will have a chance to steal. Any questions?
Nope.
Okay, let's get started. Question 1. What is the German name for New Year's Eve? Is it A, Schwein, B, Vorsatz, C, Sylvester, or D, Vorwerk?
Sylvester.
That is correct. Question 2. What year did the New Year's Ball first drop? A, 1907, B, 1928, C, 1880, 89, or D, 1954?
Bergen. C.
That is incorrect.
B.
Also incorrect. Abby?
You got a chance now.
A or D? 1907 or... Okay, that's wrong. It was 1907. Question number 3. The Chinese New Year is on which day this year? A, January 20th, B, January 25th, C, February 1st, or D, January 20th, January 10th?
Bergen. January 20th.
That is incorrect.
January 10.
Also incorrect. 25th or 1st?
25th.
That is correct. Okay, question number 4. What do Mexicans typically eat on New Year's? A, oranges, B, peanuts, C, grapes, or D, crackers?
Oranges.
That is incorrect. A, oranges, B, peanuts, C, grapes, D, crackers.
Grapes.
That is correct. And question number 5. How long does the Japanese New Year last? Is it A, 1 day, B, 2 days, C, 3 days, or D, 4 days?
3 days.
Incorrect.
2 days.
Also incorrect. Okay, you got 1 day or 4 days?
4 days.
That is also correct. All right, well, that is all. We will get back to you with the final results.
I want to wake up in a city that doesn't sleep and find I'm king of the hill, top of the heap. These little town blues are melting away.
I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal.
Hello, Antietam. I'm Trevor Spollen here for ATV, and with me we have...
Shay McCarty.
And she is representing the middle schoolers, and then we have...
Mr. Young.
And Mr. Young is representing the teachers, and then we have...
Rylan Walls.
And Rylan Walls is representing the high schoolers. All right, so today, in honor of the observance of Martin Luther King, the second episode of this new season of Generation Gap will be Martin Luther King Jr. Trivia. I have a list of true and false questions here about MLK's life and achievements. I'm going to read each statement, and if you think it's false, then hold up the F side of your card, and if you think it's true, hold up the T side of your card. Whoever gets the most right by the end wins points for their generation. Any questions? Okay, let's get started then. All right, true or false? MLK delivered his famous I Have a Dream speech on August 28th, 1960. True or false? He was 17 when he entered college. True or false? He was born on January 15th, 1929. True or false? He's the only American to have a day dedicated specifically to him. True or false? He was inspired by Gandhi to perform peaceful protests. And true or false? He was born Michael King, but his name was later changed by his father to honor the Protestant Martin Luther. All right, well, thank you to our contestants. Now to the final results.
Hello, Antietam. I'm Ryan Stout here for ATV. With me, we have...
Matthew Stouffer.
Okay, and Matthew is representing the high schoolers today. And then we have...
Jules.
Jules is representing the middle schoolers. And then...
Miss Lebo.
And Miss Lebo is representing the teachers. Okay, so today we're going to be playing Season 2, Episode 3 of Generation Gap, which is Super Bowl Assorted Trivia. In my hand, I have 5 multiple choice questions. I'm going to read off each question and the possible answers. And if you think you know what the answer is, use your name as a buzzer. If you get the question wrong, the other players will have a chance to steal. Are you guys ready? Okay, so question 1. What team won the first ever Super Bowl? Is it A, the Green Bay Packers, B, the Philadelphia Eagles, C, the Kansas City Chiefs, or D, the New England Patriots?
Matthew A.
That is correct. The Green Bay Packers. Question 2. Who was the losing team in the first Super Bowl? Is it A, the New England Patriots, B, the Kansas City Chiefs, C, the Minnesota Vikings, or D, the Seattle Seahawks?
B. Matthew.
Okay. And that is correct. The Kansas City Chiefs. Question 3. When did Roman numerals start being used to number the Super Bowls? Is it A, Super Bowl 1, B, Super Bowl 20, C, Super Bowl 15, or D, Super Bowl 5?
Just leave it. D.
That is correct. Super Bowl 5. Question 4, which team has the most Super Bowl wins? Is it A, the Philadelphia Eagles, B, the Pittsburgh Steelers, C, the Jacksonville Jaguars, or D, the Miami Dolphins?
B.
That is correct. The Pittsburgh Steelers. Which quarterback has been sent to the most Super Bowls? Is it A, Dan Marino, B, Peyton Manning, C, Tom Brady, or D, Brett Favre?
Tom Brady.
That is correct. C, Tom Brady. Okay, that's all the questions we have for today. Let's get back to the final results.
Hello, Antietam. I'm Trevor Spollen here for ATV, and with me we have
Sean Smith.
Sean is representing the high schoolers, and then we have
Mr. Hartman.
Mr. Hartman is representing the teachers, and then we have
Cody Clevenger.
and Cody is representing the middle schoolers. All right, so today we're going to be playing Season 2, Episode 4 of Generation Gap, which is The Price is Right. For those of you familiar with the game show of the same name, the concept is pretty similar. In this bag here, I have 5 different pictures of objects, and in this bag here, I have 5 different years. Taking turns from youngest to oldest, one player will pull a picture out of the object bag and a year out of the year bag. That player will then announce the year and the object they have. I will then go around to each player with the mic, and you will each have to tell me your guess for how much you think that object cost during the year that you picked. The player who's closest to the right amount wins the point value found on each picture. Any questions? No? Okay. All right, let's get started then. So, Sean, we will start with you. So, pick an object out of the object bag. Just one. Okay, gallon of gas for 3 points, and then pick out. Okay, 1972. So now I'm going to go around to each of you, and you each have to tell me how much you think a gallon of gas cost in 1972 on average in the United States. Okay, so we'll start with you. Give me a price.
Like $10 maybe.
Okay.
$1.
$5.
Okay, Mr. Hartman was the closest. It was 59 cents. All right, so Mr. Hartman, you are up next. All right, gallon of milk. That is for 2 points. Pick a year. 2019. All right, so how much was a gallon of milk in 2019?
Like $4 or $5.
Oh, no, it's a half.
Oh, it is a half.
Half gallon. You weren't seeing it.
Yeah, it's like $2.50.
I'll go $2 even.
$1.50.
Okay, Sean was the closest. It was $2.36. All right, this is taking a little longer than I expected, so we're just going to do one more. Cody, pick one. Okay, you pick 2. Okay. Yep, just give me that. All right, and then pick a year. Yeah, I just kind of threw these in the back. All right. All right, so a movie ticket is, 1 point. And what is the year you picked? 2003? Okay, so how much do you think a movie ticket costs in 2003? On average.
Like $12 or $15.
$5.
$2.50.
Okay, Mr. Hartman was the closest. It is 6:03. All right, that is all we have time for today. Thank you very much. Now to the final results. Hello, Antietam. I'm Trevor Spollen, here for ATV, and with me we have...
Vicky Lopez.
And Vicky is representing the high schoolers, and then we have...
Khalees Williams.
And Khalees is representing the middle schoolers, and then we have...
Miss Runyon.
And Miss Runyon is representing the teachers. All right, so today we're going to be playing Season 2, Episode 5, Generation Gap, which is Valentine's Day True and False Trivia. In my hand, I have a list of true and false questions about Valentine's Day. I'm going to read each statement, and if you think it's true, hold up the T side of your card. If you think it's false, hold up the F side of your card. The player with the most questions right at the end wins. Any questions? Okay, let's get started then. Question number 1. The Romans invented Valentine's Day. True or false? Okay, question 2. The first person to send a Valentine to a lover was Charles Dukes of Orleans. Okay, question 3. 100 million Valentines are produced every year. Question 4. Cupid, the symbol of Valentine's Day, originates from Roman mythology as the son of Venus. Question 5. Americans spend about $10 billion a year on Valentine's Day. Question 6. 50% of Americans are single on Valentine's Day. And question 7. Men spend roughly twice as much money as women do on Valentine's Day. Okay, that is all the questions we have. Now to the final results. Hello, Antietam. My name is Trevor Spollen, and I'm here to welcome you to Season 2, Episode 6 of Generation Gap, which is Friendly Feud. For time constraints, this theme will be split up between the next 3 episodes, with one generation playing during each of the episodes. Today, we have the high school contestants. Alright, so here's how this is going to work. Both players have been given a whiteboard and marker. I'm going to ask both players questions about Noah, and they'll each have to write what they believe their answer to be on their whiteboards. Once they're both ready, they'll hold their whiteboards up to the cameras, and if the answers on the whiteboard match, they'll gain a point for the high schoolers. After all 3 parts, we'll determine which generation got the most points. Contestants, do you have any questions? Okay, let's get started then. Question 1. What is Noah's favorite food? All right, question 2. If Noah could go to one place, where would it be? Okay, question 3. When is Noah's birthday? All right, question 4. Who is Noah's favorite teacher? All right, and question number 5. How long have the two of you been friends? All right, that is all the questions we have time for. We'll see you next week for the middle school contestants. Have a nice day, Antietam. Hello Antietam, my name is Trevor Spollen here for ATV. Today we're going to be playing the second part of Friendly Feud, and the final part will premiere next week. Today we have the teacher contestants. Our first contestant is Miss Lebo, and our second contestant is Mrs. Kraft. Alright, so here's how this is going to work. Both players have been given a whiteboard and a marker. It's basically the same as last week. I'm going to ask both players questions about Miss Lebo, and they'll each have to write what they believe the answer to be on their whiteboards. Once they're both ready, they'll hold their whiteboards up to the camera, and if the answers on the whiteboard match, they'll gain a point for the teachers. After next week, we'll determine which generation got the most points. Contestants, do you have any questions?
No.
Okay. Alright, so let's get started then. Question 1. If Miss Lebo could teach any other subject besides the one she already does, what would it be? Alright, question number 2. What is Miss Lebo's favorite color? Okay, question number 3. What color are Miss Lebo's eyes? Okay, question 4. What's Miss Lebo's favorite hobby? Okay, and question number 5. How long have the two of you been friends? Okay, that is all the questions we have. We'll see you next week for the middle school contestants. Have a nice day, Antietam. Hello Antietam, my name is Trevor Spollen here for ATV. Today we're going to play the final part of Friendly Feud with the middle school contestants. Our first contestant is Chris Lord, and our second contestant is Leia Bucket. Alright, so here's this is going to work. Both players have been given a whiteboard and a marker. I'm going to ask both players questions about Leia, and they'll each have to write what they believe their answer to be on their whiteboards. Once they're both ready, they'll hold their whiteboards up to their cameras, and if the answers on the whiteboards match, they'll gain a point for the middle schoolers. After they finish, we'll reveal the final scores for everybody. Contestants, do you have any questions? Nope. Okay. Let's get started then. Question number 1. What does Leia want to be when she grows up? Okay. Question number 2. How many siblings does Leia have? Okay, question number 3. What grade did Leia start going here? Okay, question number 4. What is Leia's middle name? Okay, and question number 5. How long have the two of you been friends? Okay, that is all the questions we have. Now let's go to the final results. Hello Antietam, my name is Trevor Spollen here for ATV, and with me we have
Wagner Time.
Wagner Time, and Wagner Time is representing the teachers, and then we have
Sydney.
also known as Dolores.
Mauricio.
Mauricio is representing the middle schoolers. All right, so today we're going to be playing Season 2, Episode 9, Generation Gap, which is musicals. In my hand, I have a list of multiple choice questions about famous musicals. I'm going to say each question and the possible answers, and if you think you know the answer, use your name as a buzzer. If you get the answer wrong, someone else will have the chance to steal. Are there any questions?
No questions at this time.
Okay, let's get started then. Question number 1. What was the first Broadway musical? Was it A, The Elves, B, Abby's Irish Road, C, Oklahoma, or D, South Pacific?
C. Wagner. C.
No, that is incorrect.
That was the one that I knew wasn't.
A, The Elves, B, Abby's Irish Road, or D, South Pacific?
Sydney.
D.
Also incorrect.
B.
No, it was A, The Elves.
Oh, we all got birds!
Can we get negative points for that, right?
No, I should do that. Question 2. What was the longest running Broadway musical? Was it A, The Lion King, B, Cats, C, Phantom of the Opera, or D, Wicked?
Wagner. C.
That is correct.
Dang, bro.
I stole it from you.
I was going to too.
Question number 3.
Go around back. Oh, whoa.
Thank you. Question number 3. Which of these musicals has Antietam not done? A, Grease, B, Leader of the Pack, C, Thoroughly Modern Millie, or D, The Addams Family?
Sydney.
D. The Addams Family.
That is correct. All right. Question number 4. What Broadway musical earned the most money when taking into account inflation? A. Phantom of the Opera, B. Hamilton, C. The Lion King, and D. Annie.
B. Hamilton.
That is incorrect.
Wagner. Whichever one Lion King was.
Yep, that's correct. All right, and question number 5. Which of these was a movie before it was a musical? A. Hamilton, B. Hairspray, C. The Sound of Music, D. Grease.
Wagner. C. Sound of Music.
That is incorrect.
You say the options again?
A. Hamilton, B. Hairspray, D. Grease.
D. Grease.
That is also incorrect.
You got it right. Mauricio, take it away.
Take it away. Okay, so you said C, right?
Yeah, I said Sound of Music was wrong.
I wanted to read the options.
Grease was
What
wrong.
are the 2 options?
All right, so it's either Hamilton or Hairspray.
Mauricio?
And Hamilton.
That is incorrect. It was Hairspray. All right, that is all the questions we have. Before we move on to the final results, I would like to encourage you all to purchase your tickets for Sister Act this Friday, Saturday. Well, not this Friday. Well, I guess by the time I bring this, yes. So this Friday and Saturday. So this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we have our lead over here and our assistant director right here.
What up?
And some other people over here. Okay. So come support your fellow classmates and have a holy good time. I'm Trevor Spollen, and let's get to the final results.
Join your hands together, everyone, find a common ground. Everyone, sister and brother, love one another, spread it around. Everyone, join your hands together, everyone, find a common ground. Every sister and brother, love one another, spread it around and get down.
Hello and welcome back. I hope you enjoyed seasons 1 and 2 of Generation Gap. A 10th episode was planned for season 2 in order to wrap it all up, but it was unfortunately never filmed. With that said, I have made the executive decision as host, editor, writer, and director of Generation Gap to use the standings as they currently are to finish the season off. Here are the final standings. In last place, with a grand total of 10 points, we have the middle schoolers. Short end of the rope both seasons. Sorry, guys. Anyways, in first place, our grand prize winner and the best generation as a result, the teachers. Once again, the teachers are victorious, showing that they truly deserve to be educating the middle schoolers. However, the same thing may not be able to be said for the high schoolers, as the high schoolers also won. Both generations tie with a total of 17 points. As for prizes for both generations, I'm sad to inform you that the only prize you'll be getting from me is 6 feet of distance at all times. Anyhow, if by some miracle we do end up back in school, I'll try and whip out a short third season. If not, that is all the T-Spol that you will be getting for quite some time. So start putting this video on repeat. With that said, I'm Trevor Spollen, wishing you all a safe quarantine. Have a nice day, Antietam.